All right, divine blessings and welcome back. If you're watching this, then you are a subscriber, and I truly appreciate you for honoring this work that we are doing, and welcome along for the journey. We're going to analyze this piece, and I'm going to go through a few of the discoveries that I made through analyzing this artifact. So first, we're going to start off with all of these beings that plug into the ship. Notice how they all have this unique, almost puzzle-like geometry that starts to morph as you go through. It shows that each one of these beings is in some way, connecting to the ship, to the technology of the ship, but it also shows that there's a direct communication that's starting to happen here, where we see one face on the right-hand side is connected and linked up to this technology, and the face on the opposite side is also linked up to this form of communication that we see. Now, when we analyze the faces, we see that this nose right here is disconnected from the eye, and this one right here, we see the eye is connected to the nose and more almond shaped. So this is the direct, distinct difference that we see between the human face and an extraterrestrial face. Now we can analyze the top of this thing and say, we guarantee that that's a UFO, right? We see the ladder leading up to it. So this is the representation of the UFO. These beings are all clicked into the ship. Amazing, right? You can see each being fits perfectly into the ship. So when you take this off, you also see that this being right here has a rocket pack on. So more, symbols and direct visual confirmation that this is them inside of a UFO with capabilities of flying around. And this is two more beings that plug into the ship, and each one, as you can see, connects to this technology. Now, when you look at this piece, we look at the back side as well, and we can start to decipher what's really going on here. What I think is that this is the top of the ship, and the ceremony on the bottom is showing direct communication on physical ground. And I found a new discovery through analyzing these artifacts. And one instantly, when I saw this animal, I've seen animals many times, but I saw it with its feet kind of standing here, and I was like, wow, that seems to be a real representation of it standing on physical land, and not necessarily on a UFO, but basically grounded in this dimension or on this planet, in an atmosphere, grounded onto the earth. And so I've started to analyze more and more pieces, and it seems to be when they show the animal either curled up at the bottom or standing here, that it shows that this ceremony is taking place and this scene is on land. And we also see that all those puzzle-like pieces that we were showing, that all the beings were connected to, notice how this planet itself, or if this is a depiction of that UFO, we see that this planet has an aura almost depicting that unique puzzle-like geometry. So it's like technology in a form of communication. And we see this, this glyph coming out where we see the eyes are a little bit different on this one. They're actually connected to the nose, showing that they're communicating with those other beings. These are the beings that have the eyes that are disconnected from the nose, the more of the human-looking beings with elongated skulls too. So there's a lot of cross, hybridization. But also what we see here that you can visually interpret is that this being, right, representing communication, this head dress is all abstract and is almost like technology. Whenever I see that type of puzzle piece like shifting, right, these puzzle pieces that are slowly shifting, to me it's a form of like interdimensional communication, and it's almost like enhanced through psychedelics and stuff. I think they were definitely working with the entheogenic plants and medicines to access the highest of vibrations of technology. Really, through raising their vibration, you can access technology, right? The hidden technology that's encoded within the Akashic records. All of the sacred knowledge is encoded within the Akashic field. So this piece, you can kind of further analyze it and say, okay, we're definitely on physical ground, right? Because they're depicting planetary energy, planetary movements up into the sky. You can see planetary, and then this would be their form of communication, right? And definitely have a connection there with that geometry and how this being seems to be communicating right here as well. So it's a direct link up to the ship, and all these beings, right, are connecting to this technology, right? Each time we get one to link in. This being with this amazing rocket pack, right? Look at the details on these pieces. A glyph on the bottom as well, and a planetary glyph here. But the glyph itself could be, you know, another hidden message as well. This last one plugs in right here. This one clicks in right here. This one clicks in right here. So that's my interpretation of this piece. It feels like it's a direct communication with these beings on the ship and these other beings back on another planet. But thank you so much. We'll do a lot more of these, and I'll keep sharing more of the magic. I truly appreciate you for following along on the journey. Divine respect, and there's no coincidence that you've made it here at this time. We're all supposed to see this knowledge and access this magic. So vibrant light your way.
Chapter: Encoded Technology and Interdimensional Communication in the Ojuelos UFO Artifact. Introduction. The multi-sided artifact from Ojuelos de Jalisco offers a profound glimpse into the advanced technological and spiritual understanding of its creators. This object, resembling a UFO, encapsulates encoded narratives of interdimensional communication, sacred ceremonies, and the interplay between human consciousness and extraterrestrial beings. Through visual analysis, this chapter decodes the artifact's intricate designs, unveiling its layered meanings. Visual analysis and key observations. 1. The top of the artifact, a technological interface. Beings plugged into the UFO. The top of the artifact depicts multiple figures plugged into the ship. This suggests that these beings are not only passengers, but active participants in the operation or communication facilitated by the UFO. Ladder-like entry point. The small ladder etched onto the top symbolizes an entryway, commonly depicted in modern UFO accounts, reinforcing its connection to advanced transportation technology. 2. The interconnected beings, communication through technology. When the figures are attached, their placement and alignment visually suggest communication between the beings. These beings might represent individuals working together or connecting with the ship's technology to engage in interdimensional dialogue. 3. The bottom of the artifact, symbolism of the animal deity. Turtle-like representation. The underside of the artifact features an animal deity resembling a turtle, with a UFO forming its shell. This indicates a symbolic connection between the grounded animal form and interdimensional energy. Grounded ceremony depiction. The background shows the ceremony taking place on physical ground, with additional symbols like a moving celestial body, possibly a planet or UFO, affirming the interaction between celestial and terrestrial realms. 4. Communication with celestial bodies. Breath of life. The figure with hands raised emits a breath of communication, connecting directly to the celestial object above. This is a powerful representation of direct communication, possibly telepathic or vibrational, with interstellar entities. Puzzle-like geometry. Surrounding the celestial object, puzzle-like pieces suggest interdimensional energy or a fragmented reality coming into alignment through communication. 5. The fractal head as consciousness. Fractaling head geometry. Behind the ceremonial figure, a fractal-like head symbolizes the conscious connection to the interdimensional puzzle. The head's geometric fractals represent the merging of human consciousness with extraterrestrial communication networks. 6. The aura of the orb. Zoomed analysis. The celestial orb exhibits a distinct puzzle-like aura, further symbolizing its connection to interdimensional technologies and communication. Symbolic and cultural implications. 1. Ceremonial and technological synergy. The artifact seamlessly combines sacred ceremonial imagery with depictions of advanced technology, suggesting a culture where spirituality and technology were harmoniously integrated. 2. Interdimensional communication. The recurring use of puzzle-like geometry indicates the creator's understanding of interdimensional frequencies or fragmented realities, which align during sacred rituals and through specific technologies. 3. Human and extraterrestrial collaboration. The distinct representation of human and alien-like faces emphasizes the shared communication and cooperative interaction between these beings. Conclusion. The Ojuelos UFO artifact is a testament to the advanced understanding of its creators, encapsulating themes of interdimensional communication, sacred ceremony, and the interconnectedness of human and extraterrestrial consciousness. This artifact challenges traditional narratives, presenting evidence of sophisticated spiritual and technological practices in ancient times. Would you